Live from Cape Town, this is the Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape.
Cyril, as ons nou net so bietjie aan ons luisteraars, indien julle nou net pas ingeskakel het, ek's Aisha Lato en ons saai lewendig uit vanaf die stadsaal in Cloetesville in Stellenbosch, waar Stem van die Kaap met Gift of the Givers hierdie mense goed gaan versorg. Ons weet dit is koud, die pad is nat, dit is winter en daar's nood oral waar 'n mens jou oë uitvee en jy kyk, daar's mense wat hulp regtig waarvoor verleen moet word.
She's the manager of Gift of the Givers, that is Ali, and they are the initiators, and me and the other councillor for this program. This is our winter program.
Our duty is to go and see where is the poorest of the poorest. We've met and we've seen some sad cases here in Cloetesville, and for that reason today we are launching here our Winter Warmth Program in association with the Voice of the Cape.
And that needs a hand, definitely, and to have a most deserved of that hand that is given to you this afternoon. We also have Sukaina Jardin of the Marketing Department with us this afternoon. Sukaina, assalamu alaikum to you.
Assalamu alaikum.
You know, without the marketing department of the Voice of the Cape, I think it would be very difficult to be live on air all the time. So we say a great shukran to you. But also your association, you know, of the Association of Voice of the Cape with Gift of the Givers. You know, you want to speak about that a little bit, Auntie Sukaina?
Aisha, as I was saying now, I feel so honored and privileged to be part of an event like this. I was standing outside and I was like feeling like crying. No, there is thousands of people standing outside in this rain and all of them saying, we are hungry. So what do we do as a radio station? We might be reaching out to thousands of ears, but what can we do more than that? So here we've got a partner like Gift of the Givers, who's assisting us to feed the needy. And I really say thank you to the Gift of the Givers for making us partnering actually with us. So shukran once more, and to everybody here, I think that you are fortunate to get us here today, but hopefully in the future there will be light at the end of the tunnel. So inshallah, like we say, inshallah, God willing, there will be food for everyone today and always. Thank you.
We want to start with the elderly.
Then, you know, on the floor currently, from where we're seated, we can actually see, you know, everything happening where the parcels are being handed over to them. You know, the smiles on these people's faces, it's indescribable. If only you could be here. It's heart-rendering, heartwarming. How else can I explain this? But for someone to be seated, you know, or to have been standing outside in the rain, in the cold, waiting to be seated inside this hall and eventually, you know, receiving this gift from Gift of the Givers and Voice of the Cape, I think it's amazing. Somebody just mentioned earlier, it's funny how people can sit and wait, and to me, I don't think it's funny at all, because it's sacrifices that they're making, and nobody would want to be seated here waiting for a handout unless it is much needed in their homes. And I think this is the plight of these people here, as Auntie Khawat earlier said, the poorest of the poor, that is where their source, you know, their sources come from. And obviously, we've heard what Valerie had also mentioned earlier on, these are the poorest of the poor people that they have identified, having given them different color cards, to have access into the hall this afternoon, making sure that there's a certain amount of grocery bags, little bags for kids as well. A wheelchair was handed over to someone. The woman was, you know, she came in walking with a walking stick and she was right at the back of the queue, and they went to get her. And what a relief. You know, to have been standing outside for so long and just in half an hour ago to have received that wheelchair, I think it was a great relief for her. This is what we're doing here this afternoon, you know, making a difference within these communities. And we're hoping that if it's closer to your home, that you will join us as the Voice of the Cape when we make a difference in so many of the communities that we intend to do over this next winter period as well. We have youngsters here as well, waiting so patiently for that little bag that's filled with their Nesquik, their Milo, and just something nice for them. And if you look at the groceries, there's, 5 kgs of rice being handed out. There's the blankets being given to people. There's milk, in their grocery bag.
Assalamu alaikum aan die luisteraars. Aisa, ek moet sê ja, hulle was in die begin was hulle baie gedisciplineerd en dit was wonderlik. En ek moet sê dit was wonderlik om ook saam met hulle te werk, want dit is nou my passie regtig, is om met kindertjies veral te werk.
That is it from us here in the Ekerstad style. Since from myself, Aisha Latu, and the entire team here, we want to wish you assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Live from Cape Town, this is the Voice of the Cape. The Voice of the Cape.